It appears tonight that the jury is going to take a trip to the crime scene. Defense attorney Dick Harpootlian asking the judge if they could take the jury to the Murdaugh property where Maggie and Paul were murdered. Prosecutor Creighton Waters objected, saying the property has changed drastically since the murders, but Judge Newman said he would allow it. However, we don't know when exactly the jury will make that trip.
This afternoon, we heard testimony from the defense team's final witness, John Marvin Murduagh, Alex Murdaugh's brother. News 19's Rachel Ripp continues our team coverage live tonight with more on that part of his testimony. Rachel, how was his demeanor today in court?
Darcy, it came across as genuine and very emotional. I can see why the defense team chose to rest their case with the final witness being John Marvin Murduagh, Alex's brother. Now, John Marvin, he testified about the raw emotion he felt the night of the murders of Maggie and Paul, finding that out. He also testified about that raw emotion he had cleaning the feed room where his nephew was shot, and also watching the loving relationship between Alec and Maggie. Now, John Marvin testified that Alec had a great relationship with Paul and that he spent lots of time hunting with his son. In fact, John Marvin said Alec never hunted without the boys ever since they were old enough to hunt. John Marvin testified that Alec and Maggie's relationship was great too. He said all marriages have hiccups here and there, but that Maggie and Alex was a good marriage.
My wife and I and Alec and Maggie, we went to a concert together. It was the Darius Rucker concert. And of course, we're sitting in there. Alec and Maggie are sitting just below us. And I had just gone, and I hope I can say this in court, I had just gone and bought one of those $15 beers. And I was back in my seat, and the song's playing, and my wife taps me, and Alec and Maggie are holding hands and swaying together. And she's like, "Why aren't you holding my hand?" And so my $15 beer got put down.
John Marvin testified that he was there for his brother after the murder, saying he made a conscious effort to stay with Alec. John Marvin said Alec was destroyed and broken, adding that words don't do it justice. John Marvin said he didn't know how Alec was coping, but that he was losing weight. Now, according to lead prosecutor Creighton Waters, he says he hopes to wrap his rebuttal witnesses by the end of day tomorrow or midday Wednesday. Now, the judge had basically a question this morning by the defense team. They asked if the jury could go visit Moselle, the crime scene, and he said that that would happen before closing arguments. Reporting live in Walterboro, Rachel Ripp, News 19 WLTX.
Rachel, thank you so much. As a reminder, court does resume tomorrow morning at 9:30. You can watch it live or catch up on anything you've missed on all of our News 19 platforms.